So I went out of town for a couple of days, left town early Thursday morning, and wouldn't you know it, a lot of crazy things happened over the span of a couple days. The biggest, of course, is the fact that Matt Gaetz withdrew his name from consideration to be Donald Trump's next attorney general, and the very next day was followed by reports that Matt Gaetz says he will not be returning to Congress ever. So even though he had resigned his seat in the current House of Representatives to, be Trump's AG nominee, he could still actually return and serve his next term because he was elected in early November. But he's made it clear, totally not doing that, because if I do that, they're probably going to release that report. So I'm staying away from the House. Matt Gaetz is done being elected official, at least for now, because he's already found a new side gig. Like most other disgraced politicians before him, Matt Gaetz has decided to sell himself to the public on Cameo. So for $500, you can get a personalized message from Matt Gaetz, or for the much better bargain of $2.99, you can send him a message. Now, I'm not saying that you should spend $3 to call him a name to his face, but if you have $3 extra and that's always something you've wanted to do, well, now you know where to go. Gaetz confirmed to The Independent that he has, of course, joined Cameo, saying, quote, "I have joined Cameo. I hope to bring people joy." And his Cameo profile is absolutely hilarious. Here's what his profile says. Whether it's a milestone birthday, hopefully not for a teen daughter, like we don't do that, please God, an anniversary or a long-awaited reunion, make it unforgettable with a one-of-a-kind Cameo video from Matt Gaetz. You'll have the chance to customize your request for Matt Gaetz, like asking them to mention inside jokes, share words of wisdom, or work in their signature catchphrases. Don't be afraid to get creative with your request, especially for celebrations like weddings, retirements, or bachelor and bachelorette parties that call for a good laugh. No matter the occasion, the video will be yours to keep. Share the fun and relive the moment for years to come. No thanks. Although, kind of like Jimmy Kimmel did with George Santos, if he accepts your money, he's got to say the weird, crazy things you ask him to say. Otherwise, he doesn't take your money, so no harm, no foul, right? Again, totally not saying anybody should do that. In fact, you shouldn't do that. But if you want to, I obviously cannot stop you from doing that, so do your own thing, folks. Here's the thing, though. As I mentioned, Matt Gaetz is out of Congress. So does that mean that we're done with Matt Gaetz? He's just going to be relegated to another F-list celebrity on Cameo? Probably not. Because this now actually opens up the possibility that I had initially posited that Matt Gaetz could be the one that Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida chooses to fill Marco Rubio's Senate seat, because that decision rests with Ron DeSantis and Ron DeSantis alone. So Gaetz could be back in the running for that. He doesn't have to get Senate approval, or he could serve in another position within the Trump administration that does not require any kind of Senate approval. He has, of course, Gaetz has mentioned that he is still going to serve Trump, so we don't know exactly what that means. As for that Senate seat, though, there's a lot of voices on the right pushing for Laura Trump to get that seat, so I don't know if Matt Gaetz is even in consideration anymore. But yeah, there's lots of things that could, hell, he could just do his podcast and be yet another among a million right-wing podcasters. So it's already an oversaturated market that he is technically in at the moment, sure, but we'll see if he goes that route. Maybe he gets a job at Fox. Maybe he gets a job at Newsmax. I don't know. But I do know it is nice to finally sit in this chair knowing that not only is Matt Gaetz not my congressman, but he's not going to be my congressman when the new Congress is sworn in. That's a good feeling. We're not done with him. We're still going to get somebody horrible for the seat, trust me. But at least for now, Matt Gaetz's career is, even just temporarily, crumbling to dust.